I guess in this one, Nalin, you start with Fletcher and Rory. Talk a little bit about their performance tonight against you.
Well, it was a heck of a performance. They're two really good players. For me to sit there and come after the game and say it was just us, we didn't do this, we didn't do that, that would be giving credit to them. They did a great job. They're two guys that are hard to check. You sort of have to, at times, defend them by committee. And even then, they got to the basket. They just do some things that are awfully tough to defend individually, and we tried zoning them a little bit, and then they got the offensive rebounds. So you pick your poison against players like that, and nothing seemed to be working defensively for us. But they, as good as those two were, those other guys on the team know where to find those guys. They're very unselfish. I didn't see Fletcher and Rory take a lot of bad shots. I didn't see them forcing things. I saw them as very confident. So two great players that really did a good job tonight. Got to give them credit.
Obviously, a lot of people brought this up this week because you played them earlier in the season.
Right.
It's a little rare, I guess, but to play the game that you guys played against them the first time and then to have it be so different this time around. I know it was back in December, but what changed tonight?
I wouldn't say we've improved a lot since December, and have they improved that much more? You'd have to ask Coach Shelton that, but that was such a long time ago. That was a previous life, and I'm sure they went into this game with knowing what we're capable of, and like I said, that I think Fletcher was on a mission tonight. Rory, he's such a great player. He had 21, but he just gets it when he needs it. But they really came out on a mission that they were going to play basketball at a high level. We didn't for some reason. I expected us to. I expected us to be better. But as much as I expected us to be better, I know our kids expected that also. And so we've got to see what we can do to bounce back tomorrow on short notice.
The shooting that you guys had tonight, I think you guys shot like 31% for the game.
That's
pretty rare for you guys. What was it? Just the dome? Was it the backdrop? I mean, you guys have been here before, so.
Yeah, if it was the backdrop or the dome, why were they 52%? Why were we 31%? So we got good looks. The fact we were 2 for 16, I think we had some of our key guys that didn't make any, because Jesse made 2 of those that we just, the ball just didn't get down. I don't know if we're overhyped or what, but we didn't shoot the basketball well at all. And, we got to the basket a couple times. If we shoot a better percentage, are we going to beat them? Well, the way it went tonight, probably not, but we made a heck of a lot better basketball game. And I have to really sit down and, spend some time watching that tape to see what we did and see if, we got good shots, or if we just were taking some bad shots, rush shots, or their defense forced us into things we didn't want to do. They played good defense tonight. They played really good defense tonight, but I don't think our shot selection was horrible. It's just, the ball was not going down. They were getting high percentage shots, but I just looked at the stat sheet. It was 18 to 14 on points in the paint. But, I'd like to know what the points in the paint are. Our stat sheet has a little bit different. I think they had more than that even. And so, when one team's scoring the way they were, there's a little bit more pressure. We're rushing our shot a little bit. You don't get into rhythm because, you've gotten behind. You're behind by 4, you're behind by 8. The pressure starts mounting. They're a little bit more relaxed. So they shot the ball in a good rhythm, relaxed, and we didn't. But I don't think we shot really bad shots.